Hello everyone, in this video we're going to have a look at how you can capture modelling writing or modelling mathematical calculations using traditional methods, paper and a pencil, and also how to use Microsoft Whiteboard on a Surface Pro or a laptop to capture annotations. Now the first thing I'm just going to point out here is I've got a phone holder, and it's got an extendable neck here that can be positioned. So this is really important if you want to be able to capture your writing. And I've just clamped my phone into the phone holder, and I pointed it down at the page, and I can position the arm to get it just how I want it to be for the purposes of writing. So now I've got my arm posed, I can model writing. Now the bonus of modelling writing in this particular form is that I see my hand. Now I'm left-handed, but it means that children watching can watch you modelling the writing process. I've got a shadow there. This is just a lighting setup that I've got here. However, I'm going to keep going with that for now, just so you can kind of see the process. I'm also, you can see I've got a little bit of wobble there on it as well. And I'm resting on the table and I'm very close to the arm, so that can be avoided by having the arm elsewhere. Also, if you've got a traditional webcam, pop it on a box. That's all you need, and point it at the surface that you're going to write on. So I'm going to put, this is chameleon, and let's say children here can see its skin changes colour. Okay, so that's just a very simple way capturing modelling writing or mathematical calculations using traditional paper and a pencil. Now I'm going to change things now. I'm just going to position my arm a little differently. That's the great thing with it being kind of posable and swan-necked. Next we're going to move to have a look at the Surface Pro. And again, as we go, I'm going to move things. Now, I'm going to be using my Surface Pro and my Surface Pro pen. And I find it most comfortable actually, detaching the keyboard. And if I put the Surface Pro flat, again, I'm going to move my swan neck so you can see roughly what I'm doing here. Now, in fact, that's not the best angle because you can see I've got a little bit of light reflecting on the screen. So I'm just going to pose it down a little. In fact, what I might do, just pan back a little so you can see the whole screen. Now, with the Surface Pro here, the pen is really, really fun to use. And the tool I'm going to use with the pen is in Microsoft Ink Workspace, and it's called Whiteboard. And it is a super little tool. It's normally pretty quick to start up. If you've pressed the start up, there we go. And you have to sign in first of all with your Microsoft account. And that means that all your boards, your whiteboards, are saved as you go along. There is an iPad and iPhone app that goes with this too, meaning if you don't have a Surface Pro and you do have an iPad, you can do a little bit of doodling and so on and so forth. So here we go. So up in the top right hand corner you can see PA, it's logged in as me. I'm going to go for creating a new whiteboard, and I've got my tools along the bottom here, and up in the top right hand corner, this little menu up here is where you can change the background. Now the background, you can choose the colour. I kind of go for the yellow, but there's also lots of different background textures you can choose, including you've got things like squared paper or graph paper, whatever you want to use. Now back on the canvas itself, it's what's called an infinite canvas, which means you can put things on there, move things around, zoom in, zoom out. So me, for just doing a basic mathematical calculation here, I'm just going to check I've got the pen tool. You can change the thickness, and I'm going to choose a colour. And I can lean. What's absolutely amazing with this is I can happily lean on the Surface Pro to do 14, add 7, 1 and a 2. There we go. And because I can pinch and zoom, I can zoom out, and there's my first little calculation. So let's zoom in and do one just next door. Because we can doodle with the pen, in fact, let's just change the colour for the one next door. Let's do 4. Oh, see, I've got a really thick pen on that. With the Surface Pro pen, you can flip it upside down to rub out. That's it, make it much finer. Let's go for 481, add 172. So let's put my 3 in there. Let's put my 5 and 1 there. And there we go, 653. Now, this is just the bit that I just want to highlight here. Is just that is me literally leaning on the screen. And it's clever enough to work out that my hand is also touching the screen, and it ignores that. Now, because we've got an infinite canvas here, I'm just going to drag that over up and move that up there. There's a ruler tool, which is really neat. So I did a scruffy line for my calculation bit, but potentially I could do it a lot neater. And it's twist, pinch and zoom, and you can draw all your lines in there. Let's turn the ruler off. You've also got things like the highlighter tool, the text tool. There are post-it notes that you can put in. So you could write in here, what should we put? I'm just going to put addition. And I know that this one is in A. There we go. It converts my handwriting to text. That's a nice big post-it note I've got in there, look. Need to zoom out to see it all, but I can shrink it down using a little white dot there, I think. There we go, use my finger if the pen didn't quite work. So post-it notes are great. You can also, if I choose the little picture one down here, I can find a Bing image. So let's see if we can find a car. Okay, and now we've got a car, we can put the car in to my work here. And what we could potentially do here is a little mind map. So here we've got some wheels. Up here we've got a seat, lights. Now if you're using this in conjunction with something like Loom, it means that your face can appear on here too as you're recording. And it means that you can create little teaching videos for your students so that they can watch your calculations, and away you go. Now there's just a couple of other things I was just going to mention. On the add down here, you can actually import a PowerPoint or a Word document, and it gives you opportunity then just to doodle all over a Word pan or a PDF. And you can put in stickers as well if you want to. Let's put a planet in. Let's put the planet Earth in. There we go. So, and the basic one for moving can be used as well, so that you can zoom in and put it just where you want it to go. So let me just put on the pen, and let's just choose Earth. And it is incredibly natural for me as a left-hander who finds things a bit awkward. But for me, this is the closest I've seen to a real writing experience, and I really enjoy using it. So have fun with Microsoft Whiteboard.